Imagine boosting your English skills just by getting lost in a magical world of stories. Welcome to Fairy Tales Academy. We guide you step by step, from listening and vocabulary all the way to critical thinking. Forget boring textbooks. Here, you learn through beautiful designs and intuitive quizzes that make the language stick. Ready to explore the story? Listen carefully and let's start the adventure.
The entire kingdom celebrated the long-awaited birth of Princess Aurora. King Stephen and Queen Leah, overjoyed after years of waiting, held a magnificent christening. They invited everyone of high rank, including 3 benevolent fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Each fairy came prepared to bestow a unique and magical gift upon the infant princess, ensuring a future filled with grace and happiness for the beloved child. Flora gifted the baby with exceptional beauty, and Fauna gave her the gift of a beautiful song. But before Merryweather could present her blessing, a sudden, chilling wind extinguished the candles. The grand doors burst open to reveal the evil sorceress, Maleficent. She had been deliberately excluded from the celebration, and her eyes burned with furious resentment, casting a dark shadow over the joyous occasion. Maleficent approached the cradle, her malevolent gaze fixed on the infant. "I, too, have a gift for the princess," she announced, her voice a venomous whisper that silenced the entire hall. "Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die." The queen shrieked in horror, and the king begged for mercy. Maleficent only laughed, a cruel and echoing sound, before vanishing in a flash of green and black smoke. The room was left in stunned silence and despair. Then Merryweather, the 3rd good fairy, stepped forward. She could not completely undo such a powerful curse, but she could alter it. "She will not die," Merryweather declared, "but fall into a deep sleep, to be awakened only by true love's kiss." King Stephen, driven by terror for his daughter, issued a frantic decree across the entire kingdom. He commanded that every single spinning wheel, once a common household tool, must be found and destroyed immediately. Huge bonfires were lit in town squares, consuming the instruments of Maleficent's curse. The king hoped that by eradicating every spindle, he could defy the dark prophecy and save Aurora. However, the 3 good fairies knew the king's desperate act was insufficient to stop such powerful magic. Maleficent's evil was cunning and would find a way. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather conferred in secret, devising a more secure plan to protect the princess. They decided to take Aurora away from the castle, raising her as a simple peasant girl in a secluded forest cottage. Years passed peacefully in the hidden forest cottage. Raised by Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, The girl they called Briar Rose grew into a kind and beautiful young woman, completely unaware of her royal lineage or the dark curse. The dreaded 16th birthday, a day of immense anxiety for the fairies, came and went without incident, bringing them a profound sense of relief and cautious hope. Now, with her 18th birthday approaching, the fairies believed the danger had finally passed. They began to discuss the possibility of revealing the truth and returning Princess Aurora to her grieving parents at the castle. It seemed the time was right to restore her to her rightful place. Yet, despite their optimism, a subtle, lingering feeling of unease remained, a quiet whisper of magic not yet fulfilled. Despite the fairies' cautious optimism, a strange, irresistible force began to pull at Aurora as her birthday neared. It was a silent, magical whisper guiding her away from the safety of the cottage. One afternoon, while her guardians were preoccupied, she found herself wandering deeper into the forest than ever before. She soon discovered a crumbling, forgotten tower, almost completely concealed by thick, thorny vines. Drawn by an unexplainable curiosity she could not fight, Aurora pushed open the heavy door and ascended the winding stone staircase. At the very top, in a dark room filled with dust and cobwebs, sat a single object, an old spinning wheel. Its spindle seemed to gleam with a faint, malevolent light. As if in a trance, she reached out her hand and touched the sharp point. The fairies found Aurora in the tower, caught in the enchanted slumber. Heartbroken, they knew what they must do. They carried the sleeping princess back to the castle and laid her gently upon her royal bed. Her parents, King Stephen and Queen Leah, wept with a sorrow so profound it silenced the entire court. Merryweather, remembering her counterspell, knew only true love's kiss could awaken her. To spare the kingdom from grieving for a century, Flora cast one final powerful spell. A gentle wave of magic washed over the castle, putting everyone to sleep alongside their princess. The king, queen, courtiers, and even the kitchen staff fell into a deep slumber. Outside the castle walls, a dense, impenetrable forest of thorns and briars began to grow, shielding the sleeping kingdom from the outside world. 100 years passed. The world outside the thorny barrier changed, but inside, time was frozen. The castle became a forgotten legend, a story whispered to children about a sleeping princess. Legends of the beautiful maiden and her cursed kingdom spread far and wide. Many brave knights, seeking glory, tried to break through the magical thorns, but all failed. The kingdom remained silent, a timeless monument. Drawn by the promise of fame and the chance to awaken royalty, countless valiant princes and knights challenged the enchanted barrier. They arrived with shining armor and sharp swords, full of confidence and courage. However, their efforts were completely futile against Maleficent's powerful dark magic. The Briars seemed alive, ensnaring and defeating every hero who dared to approach, their armor rusting amongst the thorns. One day, a brave young prince from a neighboring kingdom, named Philip, was hunting in the forest. He overheard some old men telling the legendary tale of a sleeping princess in a hidden castle. Unlike others who dismissed it as a simple fairy story, Philip felt a strange connection to the legend, an inexplicable pull towards the mysterious, thorn-covered castle, sensing a destiny intertwined with the slumbering kingdom. His heart stirred with a courage born not of ambition, but of a profound sense of purpose. He knew the dangers were immense and the sorceress's magic formidable. Yet, an unwavering resolve settled within him. He declared his intention to find the castle and awaken the princess. He donned his armor, mounted his noble steed, Samson, and set off towards the ominous, thorn-engulfed forest. Prince Philip and his horse Samson finally reached the edge of the enchanted forest. A massive, impenetrable wall of thorns and briars rose before them, twisting like angry serpents. The air grew cold and heavy with dark magic. Philip drew his gleaming sword, its steel a stark contrast to the shadowy gloom. He knew this was Maleficent's work, a powerful barrier designed to repel all heroes. With a determined cry, he urged Samson forward and began to hack at the tangled vines. The thorns fought back, magically regrowing as quickly as he could cut them down. Sharp branches snagged at his cloak and armor, trying to pull him from his horse. Frustration began to build, but the image of the sleeping princess filled his mind, renewing his strength and resolve. Prince Philip finally broke through the thorns and entered the silent courtyard. Everything was covered in vines and dust. He walked through the castle, passing sleeping guards and servants, frozen in time for 100 years. He felt a strange pull guiding him up a tall tower. There, he found Princess Aurora, looking as beautiful as the legends described, asleep on a grand bed. Overcome by her beauty and a feeling of destiny, he leaned down and gently kissed her lips. A warm, golden light spread from them, flowing through the entire castle. Aurora's eyes slowly opened, and she smiled. At that exact moment, everyone in the kingdom awoke with a gasp. The long slumber was over. Joyful shouts and music filled the air, celebrating the curse's end.
If you are enjoying this story, help us create more by subscribing to the Academy. Ready to test your comprehension? Let's begin the quiz. And remember, you can pause the video anytime to think before the correct answer appears.
Benevolent means
resentment means? Maleficent's gaze was. King Stephen issued a decree. Match characters with their roles. King Stephen ordered all spinning wheels destroyed. Why was Maleficent furious? Aurora would fall into a deep, the fairies raised Aurora as a simple girl. Match the fairy with her gift. Aurora was put to sleep on her 16th birthday. Where did Aurora prick her finger? A dense forest of grew around the castle. Match the characters with their descriptions. Order the events chronologically. Why did King Stephen burn the wheels? Why didn't Merryweather fully undo the curse? The fairies knew the king's act was to stop Maleficent. Prince Philip's heart stirred with a courage born of match characters with their ages. And that's it! You did it! You've successfully explored the magical world of Fairy Tales Academy! You flexed your listening skills, boosted your vocabulary, tested your comprehension, unraveled the story plot, and sharpened your critical thinking. We really hope you loved this magical learning adventure. But the story doesn't end here. If you enjoyed diving into the story you have chosen, then be sure to subscribe to Fairy Tales Academy and hit that notification bell, because the story ahead is too exciting to miss. Subscribing ensures you'll be the first to know when a new story is unlocked.